Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex and welcome back to some more GTA 5, where today we're actually going to be checking out another law-friendly car. And this is weird because I actually don't know what this car is supposed to be from. I don't know if this is based on a real-life car. I don't know if this is just a generic car. The front end, like, this makes me think of like those American-sold Renaults that were coming out in the 80s. But this is actually called the D-Class Termalina, which makes me think that this is based on some sort of American car. But for the life of me, I really don't know what this is. And this comes in 3 different forms. We have this nice 4-door version here. We also have an estate version, and we have a 2-door version as well. We're going to be checking out all of those in today's video. So actually, there's going to be some comments on the screen. I'm actually going to do this in the old style today. It seems we've got an old car. There's going to be some comments on the screen. If you want your comments featured, you can leave some in the comment section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Figureight. Links to my Twitter in the description below as always. And also merch. Links for merch in the description below as well. Always going on, merch. Always be checking that out. Right. So, we should probably park up and have a closer look at this thing. So here we are with the rather burbly sounding, listen to this one. Very burbly and old sounding, D-Class Termalina. There's the Termalina badge right there. So let's just go ahead, actually, let's just open up all the doors and see what it's like inside. We have the hood and we have the trunk. They're all working. As you can see, there is a trunk right there. And then we also have a generic normal engine. This looks, if any car looks like something that Rockstar would have made and brought out, this is it. This is pure GTA as far as I'm concerned. This is definitely a car that fits in absolutely perfectly into the GTA landscape. Look at that. Wouldn't even think twice. On the interior, it's again the same sort of classic muscle car-esque style interior, or basically just 80s Americana style interior that we have in a lot of these cars inside of GTA. That's all pretty solid. Onto the tuning parts then. We do have a few with this one, not too many, but we do have a few. We can definitely get a build out of this. So our first thing is on the chassis, we have the options of a luggage rack, which is actually just these bars right here on the roof. No sort of actual rack going on there, but it definitely adds a nice style to it. Then on the hood, we have the options of the rusty hood, which again is in the exact same texture that we got with a lot of cars that Rockstar have made. I will say that I am actually not a fan of this rusty texture. I don't like the white part of it, but anyway, you can have a rusty textured bonnet if you wanted that. We also have the options of the triple intake bug catcher. I mean, why not? Then we have the single intake version. And then we also have a gasser hood version, so we can definitely get a nice gasser style. But I'm going to be saving that one for the 2-door model. So for this one, I'm actually going to go for the rusty hood. Even though I don't like it, I've got a style in mind. And then for this car, that is the only parts that we have. I don't know if we have any extras. No, we don't. This one's quite a simple one. I'm just going to go for some satin style worn paint, something that might match this rusty look. Something like this sort of brown that we have here. That definitely looks like the right colour for this sort of car. Also, whilst we're here, I might as well just stick the dirt levels up. It has got dirt mapping, which is good. We can have that all cranked up. For the wheels, I'm going to go for the muscle style because these are actually some third-party wheels. These are from the Law Friendly Wheels pack. These all fit actually quite well, but I think, I mean, something like that or like that is going to suit it quite nicely. I'm going to go for this one, and I'll probably make it black as well, which also really shows the dirt up on that one. And then with our V-Stance, if we're going to try and get a look, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. I'm not going to make it like crazy low. In fact, I'll just raise it up. I'll just do it like that. This is just going to be an absolute hoopty. So I'll just, I don't know, we'll get those wheels actually tucked in quite a lot because I think that's a better fitment to really show a hoopty off. It's like it's had replacement springs, but from a different car, and it's just all completely off. In fact, here's a look. Here's a look. I'm going to actually put it down at the back like that. Not like a gasser, but as if it's just like, I don't know, like the rear suspension's gone or something like that. There we go. That's a style. That's definitely an old piece of junk. Right there. And also I was indicating right that whole time. Right, now I'm going to leave the 2-door one to last because there's some different parts of that one. But let's now check out the estate version of this and see if we can get a comparable build. Maybe something a bit cleaner and nicer. Okay, and so here we are with not the Turmalina, but the Ametista. It's got actually quite a different style rear end on this one. You can see that the basic body shape is there, but it's got some quite nice lines on the rear windows. Very interesting style. We've got a lot of boot space going on here. Same style interior. I imagine we also have the same style engine. Yes, we do. And so this one I'm actually going to make a bit more resto moddy. Seems we've made the other one look like a complete hoopty. But for the parts for this one, it's going to be pretty similar. So we have the luggage rack for this one, but this is actually a full rack as well this time, which definitely looks a lot nicer than what we got with this one. Then on the hood, we actually have the same options of the rusty bonnet and then all of these different blown engine style looks that we have here, the gas hood, the different intakes. Again, I wanted to leave that for the third and final build, so I'm going to make this one just a nice looking classic. For this one, I'm actually going to get the suspension. I'm actually going to make this a lowered style resto mod car. That's going to be the look. So I think for this one, I want to go for a metallic. I want to go for something nice and clean looking. Looks like it's been completely restored, but at the same time modernized a little, but also in keeping with its age. I will say I have been very into this Cabernet Red and also this Garnet Red as well lately. I think they look great. Although this Mariner Blue, metallic Mariner Blue, that definitely looks like a nice high quality car. I mean, let's be honest, the car that this is based on is pretty much like a low-end car. I don't think it's supposed to ever be like a super nice car or one that would have been lovingly restored by anyone, but I still wanted to give it that sort of look. So I'm going to just go for the wheels this time. I think maybe we'll try for muscle again and see if we can get something a little bit nicer. See, we do of course have the option of these giant chrome wheels. I think that might be a little too much though. Maybe the lowrider section will give us some better options perhaps. Okay, so actually I've gone for the lowrider section because they have a smaller version which I think fits in quite well. And actually, something that we haven't done in a while, I've actually used one of the standard style wheels. Like, it's actually got a name, this one. This is the Duke's wheel. I think this one actually just fits it quite nicely. And perhaps we're not going to go for slammed. We'll just sort of just drop her down. I mean, that is quite slammed, but it's not insane. I mean, compared to what we usually do on this channel. And of course, we'll tuck it in because that is the sort of the muscle car look. That's definitely a good look. I do want to go down on the front though, just to give it some front rake, or more to even level it out. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think that looks good. Maybe you guys can probably disagree with me, but I think that that is not too bad. I am curious though to get this same one and go for some modern sports wheels and do a sort of stancy look. So I'm going to just quickly try that one. Go for wheels. Let's go for sport. Let's find something. Oh, wow. Actually, that almost works. For some reason, this is making me think like Australia. This is the sort of like modifying that someone, like this would have been some like old Holden V8 or something. It's definitely got that look to it. Right, I'm going to go for these wheels. I'm going to have them in gold because I do love gold wheels. And then I'm going to make the wheels smaller, make the wheels wider, as you can see here. And then as we've actually got it a little bit too low, I think, although it's quite nicely tucked at the front, but at the rear, I do want to get that rear camber out. Let's just get this into a closer look here. So we have some camber. Let's bring that out. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to go up quite high in order to get that fitted. That's not too bad. I am just going to go for that sort of look where it's just cambered on the rear. I know you guys often have a go at me saying it should be cambered on the front. I mean, it's not a drift car, let's be honest. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a matching one. There we go. It's kind of low at the back, actually. Yeah, I think the tucked at the front was a better look. There we go. And so there's a slightly different variation compared to the one we had before. There we go. Wonderful. Right, we've got now one more car to go. So let's now check out the two-door version. And I figured I'd park up here just because we've actually got some light here. We did actually have some problems with lighting on these other builds, but now we can see these wheels in a better light. It does look really nice. Right, now let's get the third one on. And here she is, and I think this is actually my favorite one because I think that the scale of this and everything just works really nicely. So here we have the Turmalina two-door coupe. Now let's go to customs again. And by the way, yes, this has just got a boot the same as the other one. It's got an engine the same as the other one. It's got an interior exactly the same as the other one. So on the rear bumper, we actually have this time the options of a wheelie bar and chute. So we can actually make this like a proper looking drag car. So I'm going to go for the wheelie bar and the chute. I think that goes great. Then we also have the roll cage and chassis upgrade. This is going to give us a full internal cage. Sadly, no race bucket seats or anything like that, but we've got a nice cage going on. Then we have some options here. We have the rusty hood. We have the vented hood, which we didn't have with the other one. That does look nice. It does look nice. Or we have the full-blown style going on right here. I kind of like that gasser hood, even though I don't really plan to make this into a gasser. But that vented hood is actually quite nice and does make it different compared to the other ones. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to go for that, okay? This time we'll actually modify it. We'll try and make this quicker. I doubt it's going to be insane, but we'll see. No extras again. We have the turbo tuning. This time I'm actually just going to crank the multipliers up to 10. And we'll make it sound a little bit healthier. We'll change the paints, even though I actually quite like this orange, but we'll go ahead anyway. And now I can actually see that we do have two different colors here because I believe this is tied to the secondary color. Okay, I'm actually going to put this into bright orange. I'm just going to slightly change the hue because I think it does look great in this color. And in the secondary color, I'm just gonna... I might do it chrome. How does this look? Oh, this also changes the color at the back, I've just noticed. What is this changing here? Actually, there's no chrome on this. It's just made it go solid black, which is kind of weird. So I guess we'll just do this the old-fashioned way. I might just go for a matte grey just to hide it and give it a bit of a stealth look. Wheels are going to be difficult because of the fact that we don't really have any sort of like staggered drag wheels, and these wheels are all quite big. Although these ones do have a nice thick tyre, so that might work quite nicely. And we'll just get a V-stancer, and to be honest, I mean, apart from bringing that track width in, I don't think there's much I need to do here. Maybe I'll bring that rear height up a little. That makes it look a little bit more draggy. But I think that is it. Let's just give this a run, because I think this might actually be quite fast now. Let's just get this onto the straight. Here we go. Oh yeah, and also, because this is classified as a muscle car, it gets stuck when you launch it, actually. It can do wheelies, because this is a muscle car, of course. Yeah, that's definitely drag style. It does top out a bit quickly, I will say. But not bad. Still pretty fast. We can absolutely smash through these at an alarming rate. There we go, that was lovely. Very satisfying. And into a tree, because of course you probably shouldn't be doing speeds like that on this road. I have actually just noticed that this does add a couple of extras. If you actually look inside here, I didn't spot this when we did it, but we do have a nitrous bottle in here as well, and also we do have another fuel cell in the boot as well, so that's obviously added in when we added all the chassis upgrades. But there we go, that is another law-friendly car added in to GTA 5. If you guys actually know what this car is supposed to be, you can let me know in the comment section below. I genuinely have no idea. Actually, that looks quite cool without the bumpers. Why did we have that as an option? That's quite nice, actually. It's got a nice look to it. Right, well, on that note, that's going to be end. If you have watched all the way to the end of this video, you should say, this is we're going to have to fly around here and try and find a word now. Wow, there's like no words at all in this army base. What is on with that? Well, I guess you can say Zancudo in the comment section below if you have watched the whole thing. I'm going to sneak into here. He can't really do anything. There we go. That is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!